Hello, everybody. This is Dawn Wiebe from Excellence in Analytics. And today I'm going to take a few minutes and share with you my favorite crime analysis resources, free or very low cost resources, as well as if you're an agency looking to fund an analyst, how do you actually do that? Where does the money come from? So you can go ahead and download this document as well as several others on excellent resources. But for right now, let me just walk you through what this is really quickly. So one of the links leads to the DDEX training page. This is a great site for free training for analysts. It's funded through NHTSA and IADLEST, and there's lots of trainings on here that are going to get your analysts up and going. So there's technical assistance workshops that we can, you can send your analysts to for no cost. There's the DDEX 2.0 training series, which is all about, DDEX stands for Data-Driven Approaches to Crime and Traffic Safety. So there's all kinds of trainings in here for your analysts and for your police agencies to understand what DDEX is, what Data-Driven Approaches to Crime and Traffic Safety is. This is the multi-part online analytical training series. It's at your own pace. It's 13 parts. Parts 1 and 2 talk about what is analytics, right? What are data-driven strategies? So it's a really great, overview of what it is for your chiefs, for your executives, maybe for you if you're the analyst or analyst supervisor. Parts 3 through 9 are all about Microsoft Access. So they teach you how to connect your data, how to build out your master tables, how to develop queries and use expressions, how to develop reports and forms. So all of that is in here, identifying your top offenders. All of that training is right in here. And you get dummy data where you can actually play with the data and work with the data before you work with yours. Part 10 is all about a threshold analysis in Microsoft Excel. So it's a great training. Every analyst should be doing threshold one way or another. There's also dummy data and a template in there for you. All of it's free. Parts 11, 12, and 13 are all about mapping. So, introductions to GIS, how to put dots on a map, how to do some hotspot analysis. Also, there's a link for you, a direct link in that document that I sent you for the automation series, the A to Z training series. So, if we go right into that, you can see automation A to Z. There's an analyst library, which I'll show you in a moment. There's automation strategies, how to automate in Excel, how to automate in Microsoft Access, how to make your life easier, basically, okay? How to make your life easier. There's all kinds of lesson planning in here, all right? So if we go back here, you can scroll down to the Analyst Mastermind webinar series where we have a Chiefs Roundtable, a mapping person came in to talk with us, a supervisor roundtable, what to do as a supervisor in analytics, creating actionable reports, and so much more. So there's also a ton of building analytical capacity webinars. What is tactical analysis? How can you create an effective CompStat process? 12 key questions executives should ask about their analyst capabilities, and more and more. Okay, so there's a ton of training in there for you. Let me scroll on over to this automation series here. So there's a wonderful thing in this automation series, which I'm providing you a link for, 100% free. You click on this library of training, and now you have access to all of this wonderful stuff. You have access, I'm going to scroll up to the top, to your basic access skills. What's great about this is that there's a purpose defined for each and every training, so that you know what the purpose of the training is and what the skill development is. And so if you're a manager or you're a solo analyst and you want to develop a professional development roadmap, you know exactly what you're learning, right? So there's basic access right here. You scroll on down, there's intermediate access where you learn the key master data file, ways to manage it, customized forms, all kinds of good stuff here, right? There's sample databases, there's handouts for you, there's videos for you, understand how to do complex queries, complex CAD queries, and all the rest, right? So I'm scrolling down here, and now we get to Microsoft Basics. So there's, the video name, you click on that and it brings you to the video. It tells you the purpose of this video, and then it tells you what skills you're going to develop. So you as a manager, you want to know what specific skills am I going to develop? Well, hey, if you already know how to flash fill and freeze your paints, then maybe you can go to the next training, right? Or you can go to this training. Many of these are certified trainings that'll really move you along in your certification process as an analyst. Data analysis using Excel basic. Now we get down to Excel intermediate. Hey, have you ever, wanted to create slicers in Excel? Make your life a heck of a lot easier. It's an automation strategy. You can go ahead and dig on in here, right? Learn complex formulas such as if statements, time conversion formulas, etc. So the handouts are there, the cheat sheets are there. I mean, this is gold, guys. This is all free training. It is gold. If you're a student and you want to get into the law enforcement community, equip yourself. This is exactly what you need to know. This is exactly what you need to know. Then there is tactical analysis. So here we're figuring out how to define a pattern. Like we're told we have to define patterns. Well, how the heck do we do it? So this video and these multiple articles will show you exactly how to do it. There's a bulletin template in there for you. Oh my gosh, what gold. You can study all this before a job interview and be so much more equipped with tools to actually do the work. And download examples of how to do the work, how to do a tactical analysis. So all of this is available to you. So again, all you got to do is click on the link and download all of this. There's more. So there's a ton of links to the different sections of IADList, because there's free training in there, more on Excel, on intermediate and basic Excel, self-studies, upcoming ones, and crash and crime trainings. So, well, that's the same one. So let's move on over. Okay, so now you have even more trainings here. You have a resource page, a data collection page, all kinds of trainings here. So let's move away from IADList, and I want to show you some other trainings before I get into the money, how to get money for crime analysis, right? So these are free or low-cost trainings. If you are not already a member of the IACA, that's the International Association of Crime Analysts, you gotta be a member. The way to get there is you become a member of your local agency, your local analyst group. So if you're in Texas, the local analyst group is TexLean. If you're in Florida, it's the Florida Association of Crime Analysts. If you're in Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, it is the Massachusetts Association of Crime Analysts. So you pay $40-ish a year, and you become a member of that smaller analytical community, and then you become a member of this larger analytical community for free, right? So once you become a member of the analytical community in your area, then you automatically become a member of this community here. Now you have access to all kinds of stuff. You can see there's training. They have a new training coming up, conferences, all kinds of stuff, right? So here is a training link. You can go in and look at the course catalog. They have webinars in here. They have week-long intense programs. They have 3-month programs, many of which are virtual, and then some are in person. So there's all kinds of trainings in here. I2, for you Intel folks, there's a resource center, how to create an analytical function. Give me some recent books and brochures and publications on that, some recent resources, Esri Hub. I mean, this is where you want to go, analysts. All right. So moving on to the money. Actually, before we go there, let me go ahead and show you some other resources. So under dawnreby.podia.com, Dawn Reby, that's me, Excellence in Analytics. There's all kinds of tools for you. This is where you're at right now. Best podcasts, YouTube, and free resources for crime analysis. But we have our own tools. We have bundles of goal achieving, things analysts must do, power planning matrices, all that fun stuff, building your confidence, building your professionalism, leadership school. And there's a couple of books on here, best-selling books. There's a bunch of free downloads here as well. Your preferred reality, a holistic health routine, a lot of stuff that is helpful for analysts, a stress relieving guide, and so much more, right? Okay. And then there's a couple of books here too. If you go to excellenceinanalytics.com and you click on the little book tab, there's our best-selling analyst books, and you can look at the nice little videos that show you exactly what it is. This is our leadership book, How to Build Analytical Capacity. And then we have our best-selling book for analysts, How to Create That Roadmap for Marketability, Professional Development, Fulfillment, and Joy. Okay, and these are very low-cost items. So the IADList training, the IACA training, our training on dawnreby.podia.com. Here, the Excellence in Analytics, we have lots of trainings, resources here for you as well. YouTube, all kinds of fun stuff, wellness trainings. I mean, look at all these trainings that we have for you. So many key things for you, restoring and renewing, for leaders, how to self-care as a leader, different webinars and so forth, analyst top 5 questions asked and answered. So there's lots of resources for you here in Excellence in Analytics. There's also a blog, right? A blog here of, leadership growth, resources and trainings, building analytical infrastructure, all kinds of resources for you there. Okay, I know you want to get to the money, so let's get to the money. So how do you find funding for crime analysis? Well, here's the thing. You're probably going to have to, as a police agency, build this into your budget, but I want to share with you some funding opportunities that you may not know about. So this is a brand new program by BJA. It's called CAR, Crime Analysts in Residence Program. And so what they do here in this program is you actually, get an analyst embedded in your community, right? So BJA, Crime Analysis Residence, the CAR program, they help agencies expand their use of analytics. And it's this hybrid approach. So it's either in person or a combination of in-person and hybrid. They provide technical assistance. And so there's an application here on the link that I'm going to give to you. So the one link I'm going to give to you will have all of this in it. You do not have to go find it. It's all in one spot. So the BJA also has a really great toolkit, an analyst toolkit. So technical assistance, crime analysis tools, fusion centers, analytical techniques, policies and practices, tech tools, analytical products, staff management, data matrix. If you're a real-time event center, what should you know? Professional organizations. So a lot of this is right here for you in this analyst toolkit designed by BJA. Again, I'm going to give you the links to all of these in one spot. So you can also request technical assistance from the BJA group, right? Just like you can from IADLEST. IADLEST will send their analysts to in-person trainings for 2 days. They will send remote people to you. They will bring out teams of people to you. I mean, there's really a lot here in the IADLEST one and now here in the BJA one. So all the links I'm going to provide to you, don't you worry about it. But I'll send you the direct link about requesting an application for training, right? For training and resources. And then another one I want to share with you. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here. So it's Crytek. All right. So it's called the Crytek. This is the IACP, so the International Association of Chiefs of Police. They provide funding for analysts as well. Collaborative reform, initial technical assistance. So this is Crytek. So they actually provide assistance. I'm going to pull up the brochure for you here. So they provide assistance in crime analysis, but in lots of other things as well, and it's all free. So we're going to go ahead and download this PDF so that we can look at it together. Again, I'm going to give you the links to all of this so you don't have to search, right? So Crytek can help you with a variety of things, that in-person, virtual. I worked with a community for almost a year funded through Crytek, right? So they can, you fill out a short application for active shooter assistance, community engagement, crime analysis assistance, and all these other pieces of assistance, right? So you fill out the application. The only thing with Crytek is it takes a little bit of time to actually do. Some of the other ones like ICA, myself, IADLEST, and the other organizations are a little faster. Crytek has to go through a couple of different pathways for you to actually access it, but once you do, it's really wonderful. Okay, so let's get back here to the to my website, Excellence in Analytics. So there's lots of resources for you here. I can certainly help walk you through some resources, but what you're going to get when you click on the link below is you're going to get my favorite resources, all the links that I just provided for you, funding resources, all the things that we went through, but you're also going to get a couple of other resources as well. My best podcasts, the podcast that every analyst and analyst leader should be listening to, as well as articles that you should be aware of as law enforcement analysts. So if this was helpful for you, please go ahead, click subscribe, pass this on to another analyst, share. These resources are available to you at little to no cost. And then there's some at cost ones. Actually, let me show you one LexisNexis is, also a great resource if you want to build in, here it is, if you want to, have an embedded analyst in your community. It's taking a little bit to load here. So they provide some solutions. This one is at cost, right? So you pay to have an analyst embedded in your agency. But the great thing is they train the analyst for you, so you don't have to worry about that. That's what my company does as well. We, help police agencies build analytical capacity, helping all along, guide you along the way. So there's lots of resources. All you have to do is click on the link below, and you're going to go ahead and get to download all of these, my favorite crime analysis products, as well as the podcast and so forth. And if you have questions, if you're building analytical capacity and you just want someone to walk you through this, I can certainly do that for you. That's what we do here at Excellence in Analytics. We give you a step-by-step process of how to build your analytical capacity. So again, if this was helpful for you, go ahead and click subscribe. And thank you for joining us here today. And go ahead and join us in some of our other webcasts as well. We'll see you soon.